Salam, everybody, and welcome back to the Rooftop Club podcast. I always stagger at this point, thinking if I should say Rooftop Club or Rooftop Club podcast. I think essentially it's in my mind, it's Rooftop Club. It's a club, but it's in the form of a podcast. So yeah, I guess some days I would say Rooftop Club, and some days I would say Rooftop Club Podcast. I am indecisive, and that's your host, Fira, a very indecisive person. No, actually, I can be decisive with a lot of things, but with some things, well, yeah, I'm confused. I stay confused. Today, today was not a recording day. Today, I did not come up on the rooftop to record. I was just coming up for a walk to get my steps in, which happens rarely these days because I don't know, I'm a couch potato these days. How? That's a hard thing to say. Couch potato these days. Okay. Yeah, so I just wanted to come up for a walk, and it's really cold and windy. It's a really cold wind. I hope it's not messing with the voice. But when I came up, the sky, the surrounding, the world looked so pretty. I could not help myself. I literally went back downstairs to get my mic because I was just like, I need to record today. I don't know what I'm gonna record about. I don't know what this episode is about, but I have to say something because I feel like talking. It's a crescent moon, and the Venus is right where it should be with the crescent moon, the way we draw it. And the sky is so clear, even though yesterday it was a lot foggy and smoggy, but today it feels so clear even when I'm looking down from the rooftop. It's like so clear, it's crystal clear. That's the main reason why I'm just like so shook, and I just feel so good because it's so nice to see a clear image of the world. Wow. But the stars are out, and to be honest, on most occasions, if I look at the crescent moon for a long time, it starts to kind of creep me out. Even though I love the moon, it's one of my favorite things in the world. But if I look at the crescent moon for a long time, it starts to creep me out. I don't know why. It's a bit eerie to me, but today it's looking really pretty, and I guess I should upload this episode. I don't know when I'm gonna use this episode because it's such an impromptu episode, but I should upload it on a day when there is a crescent moon. So if you guys are up on your rooftops or under the open night sky, so you guys can enjoy the same thing that I am looking at right now. Ooh, it's windy, it's cold. And it's also very noisy right now because it's not that late at night, and I don't know, there are a lot of voices echoing in the world. And I think boys are playing football in a park behind my house. Yep. I really hope that you cannot hear them because they get a bit too excited, which is good for them. Now I'm looking up at the sky and thinking what I should talk about because I have the mic now and I'm talking, so I might as well finish what I have started. What should we talk about? Sometimes I really wish that this was a live thing and I would be like, hey, what should we talk about? Or let's discuss this. But now I have to think of something on my own. Okay, stars in the sky and the world beyond the sky. Give me some inspiration. I could cry. This is such a good night. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time whenever you're listening to this, and apart from when you're listening to this. The only thing that's bothering me right now are the dogs because they're very loud. I think you can hear them. And I shouldn't have said this because now you would be actually hearing them. Even if you would have ignored it before, now you would hear them. And they are having some sort of party of their own. Oh my god. and I can literally smell barbecue. Someone is having a barbecue somewhere. Oh my god, that smells so good. I can smell barbecue. This winter I haven't had a bonfire, which is sad. And I really I was because I talked about all the wintry things in the podcast episode, first one, the things that I didn't do or did do. I was like extra conscious about them, and I was so down to making an opportunity to have a bonfire, but that did not happen. Well, it's still winter, and maybe something would come up. Maybe, I hope. Oh, and I think this is the only winter that I have eaten this many oranges. Maybe because I mentioned I don't like oranges, somehow this is the winter that I have eaten the most oranges. And they were sweet. They weren't sour, so it was good. I didn't eat that much, but like still, I was thinking every orange that I was eating, I was like, oh wow, I'm eating an orange. Oh yeah, I was looking for a topic to talk about. Wow. So yeah, I am looking up at the stars. Give me a topic, you great big sky. Oh, oh my god, here's something. Wait, yeah, that's a good topic. Not me realizing a topic and oh my god, that's. I hope this is fun for you too because it's fun for me. I didn't think I would start an episode and then think about the topic. But that's our rooftop club. I hope you're liking it. Okay, so the topic that I just thought of is strangers, specifically interactions with strangers. Because I don't know, that is something that I sort of enjoy a lot, having meaningful interactions with strangers. Even if it's a very short interaction or like a longer interaction, but still, either way, if it's a nice interaction with a stranger, that is something I remember for life, to be honest. And it's a very specific thing that I really, really enjoy. So let's talk about interactions with strangers. Wow, I really like this topic. I think for a person like me who doesn't go out into the unknown world that much, or is an introvert and don't talk to people, the best kind of interaction that I can have with a stranger is online. And I think introverts rule the online world, and me too. Yeah, so I have made some really good actual friendships online as well. Some troubles as well, but let's not think about the bad things. Now I really have to collect my thoughts and think about all the like best interactions that I have had with strangers, and I will think about something from the real life as well. I have to pause the recording and think about. Now this needs a little bit of planning or recollection, I guess. Okay, since this episode is inspired by the sky, I think that this story that I'm going to tell you is the reason why I thought about this topic, because I was looking at the sky, because that's a lot of because I had, I think, the best interaction you can say that I've had with a stranger who is now where in this world, I don't know. This person did not stay in my life. It was just that one time interaction, and it was amazing, and it was about the night sky. Yeah, this is probably the reason why I thought of this topic, I guess. Interesting to know where your thoughts are coming from. There was this game. I don't know if any one of you knows it or played it or was like obsessed with it like I was. It was a virtual world game. I was obsessed with it. I used to call it my second homeland. I know that's a bit too excessive, like, but I loved this game so much. And it actually got shut down. I don't know, maybe in 2016 or 17 or maybe 15. I don't know. It got shut down, and I was devastated. But many people tried to replicate the game and release it, but they would obviously get copyrighted. But every time it would get re-released by someone, it would be called Club Penguin Rewritten, and I was there playing it, making an account every time it would come back, and I would still make an account. So I guess this was back during the COVID time when we first went into quarantine and were locked in our houses. And for the students, initially it was such a bliss because the online classes were not happening immediately. Nobody was thinking about that, and people were thinking this is gonna be just like a holiday, a little respite, but it got along. Anyway, so it was the start of lockdown, and I found a Club Penguin rewritten, made an account. I was playing the game. Everyone has a penguin who is roaming around in this world of penguins, and there were places you could go to, and all the other players were penguins as well, and you could talk to them. A speech bubble would appear over your head, and you could talk to people that way. Oh my god, Club Penguin. I loved Club Penguin. It was my like personality. Club. That's where I get the Rooftop Club from. I love clubs, not the clubs, but yeah, the word club, the concept of a club, I guess. That was a nice realization. What is this episode? Me having realizations every other minute? Anyways, in this virtual world of penguins, I was sitting in a pizza parlor waiting for some penguin to come and bring me my order. Yeah. And I guess there wasn't any place to sit. Like, it was a rush hour. There were so many penguins in that parlor. And there was this one penguin, but person actually, who was sitting in a booth, and the seat in front of them was empty. And that was literally the only seat available. Now, obviously, we did not need to sit. It was a game. But anyways, I walk up to this penguin, this person, and I don't even remember their name, the player name. I don't even remember my penguin name in this particular version of the game. Okay, so I walk up to this penguin and I'm like, "Can I sit here?" And he's like, "Yeah, go ahead." And I sit there and just like, out of courtesy, you ask people who are around you, "Hi, hello, how are you?" Basic just conversations. And we did that, hello, hi, and everything. And then we just sat there. My order came, which obviously nothing came. I mean, you're getting it. It's a silly thing, but but it was fun. Anyways, I'm like pretending to eat my pizza, and this person, after every other minute, would send up a music emoji in his little chat circle thingy. And I was like, are you listening to music? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I'm like, yeah, I'm listening to music. And I'm like, what are you listening to? And then from there on, we start talking about songs and stuff like that. We asked each other's name, I guess, and we both gave obviously some sort of nickname. I think I told him to call me Fira, I guess. Okay, we started talking about the lockdown and COVID situation, and from there on, we found out that we were both in universities. Oh my god, did I tell you that I was in university at that time? Yeah, I was not a kid. I was a fully grown human. I think I was 19. Yeah, I had just turned 19. Yeah, I remember. Anyways, we were like, "Oh, what are you studying?" And I told him what I was studying, and then he told me what he was studying. And he was studying, I don't remember the exact name of his degree, but it was something space, some sort of space engineering. And